Imagine getting $100 million, the ability to work with any actor or actress you want, and the ability to tell whatever story that you are the most passionate about, and yet you lose it all because one financial flop. One of my biggest fears is director jail. Director jail is the industry term for a filmmaker who is no longer considered bankable after a big flop or a critical failure. One thing a lot of people don't consider is when you get your dream job as a director, the $100 million budget or whatever, it's not just an opportunity, it's also a liability. Even if you're doing like a $5 million indie film, most of the investors know that that's a risk. So if your film is critically reviewed well, but it doesn't make its money back, people aren't gonna look at your career as a flop because that was kind of expected. It's an indie film. But if the studio gives you the keys to a $100 million movie or even like a $50 million movie and it flops, even if it was reviewed well, that's really bad. Because every movie that's made doesn't just have one investor, it has multiple. So in a way, you kind of like burned 20 different people's $10 million check. So do y'all remember that movie Chronicle that had Michael B. Jordan back in the day? Well, the director of that movie, Josh Trank, was also the director of Fant4stic, or Fantastic Four, in 2015. He had about a $120 million budget and it lost $100 million. And on top of that, it was critically panned, like nobody liked that movie. This leads me to the worst part of director's jail, is that it doesn't matter whether the flop was your fault or not. Josh Trank has been very public about the fact that 20th Century Fox was meddling in the movie from the very beginning, and he felt like the version of Fantastic Four that came out was basically not even his movie. But that doesn't matter. At the end of the day, you as the director, it's your name on the movie. And if it flops, it's your fault. If it does well, it's your fault. And that's why the concept of director's jail is my biggest fear as a upcoming director, because you can get a great opportunity, everything on paper looks great, and the movie that you would have put together would have been amazing. And yet, because you're the director, it's still all on you at the end of the day.